evening, everybody. Alongside Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. We welcome you ringside for a much-anticipated bout. Let's set the table for you and get ready to dish up this big night of action. His ring walk is one of those ring walks where you realize how attentive this fighter is. This is a guy who has his eye on the prize and nothing will distract him. Glover's ring walks have become the stuff of legend, and you can see the intensity on his face.
All right, gentlemen, protect yourselves at all times. Let's touch them up.
Well, they're underway, scheduled for 10 rounds tonight between these two. A well-placed overhand right. You can sense it right away, Teddy. Looks like it's a tactical bout tonight.
Well, that's what happens when you get two counter punches. Nobody wants to lead.
Wow! Oh, he doesn't look good. He just went down, and not the way he wanted it to go.
He's standing on the outside, Joe. He shouldn't be standing there. The old timers would say, take a walk around the block.
1, 2, 3. Down he goes. Now up he gets.
And if he wants to stay up, he's going to have to grab on. Kill a little time.
Reaching the halfway mark of this round. Glover's hit up top hard. Overhand right can be so effective. Good defensive skill. A well-timed right hand by Glover. Look at this, another power punch able to land. We're early on in this fight. He's going for it.
Yeah, you wonder if he's got a car waiting outside.
Good right hand. Lands a big hook. Great hook to the head that time.
Keep working this guy.
End of the round. A round in which a knockdown was scored. Now, Teddy, if you're the trainer in the corner of the guy scoring the knockdown, what are some of the things you want to remind him of?
You want to remind him how he got there, because a lot of times it's the tendency to just remember the punch that put him there. He dressed him up. He set that punch up. Don't think about just the punch that landed. Think about the setup punches.
Inside, then throw the right. But set everything up with your jab.
You don't need that. No, throw that away.
Glover's corner tried to steady him and give him some sound advice with the 60 seconds they had to work with him. But keep in mind, he was knocked down in that last round.
Well, the most important thing is his experience. Has this happened to him before? Can he justify it in his mind that he's overcome it before? Also, his corner, did they revive him? Did they do their job during that minute rest?
Solid left. comes off the hook. Look at that. He's showing what a skilled fighter he is with the counterpunch.
Well, the old timers used to say when you're calm in there, when you're in control in there, you can make him do what you want. He made him tie his shoelaces right there.
Looking good.
Good way to protect the midsection. Well, you can tell he's being patient, waiting for a countering opportunity. Teddy, what does he have to think about laying that trap?
All he has to do is think a little bit like I do at tax season with my accountant. I don't want to go into that office. You know, my accountant's standing at the door. He's waiting for me to come in there. I want a rebate. And that's what he wants. He wants a rebate. He wants a counter. He's stepping back, and he's waiting for the guy to come to him. So he's the one who gets his way.
Comes right back with a shot of his own. Right hand over the top, very accurate with it.
Keep that hand moving.
And he returns on that exchange. To go in this round. Good exchange. He fires back. We come to the end of the round. A round that I'm having a tough time trying to think about who won. I can only imagine what the judges are thinking about. Teddy, if there's one thing you look for in a round like that and say, okay, I'm going to give it to this guy over this guy, what is it?
Well, the first thing is, if I'm a judge, I take a little notepad and I make a little mark down, blue or red corner, what he did early. Because sometimes a judge has a tendency to forget what was done early and only go with what went late.
There you go.
And round number 3 is underway. Fine looking right hand by Glover. Gets rid of that effort. Commits to the overhand right, and it serves him well. Missed the target with that hook. And he engages in the clinch. Good left hand able to land. And he decides to tie up again. Coming to the halfway point of this third round. And he counters back with a big shot. Nice work, the left hand to the head. Glover's blocking ability is doing well for him there. Oh, he is absolutely affected by that right hand. Never saw it coming. Worst kind of right hand you can catch. He should tie up here. They both decide to bring it. Comes right back with some offense of his own. Last 10 seconds of round number 3. Blocks the headshot.
Okay, listen. I need you to throw 3 punches. Combinations. Relax. Relax. You're doing great. Keep the pressure on. Keep on him. No need. If you're standing straight up, move that body. You need to move that body more. Champion right, okay? That's what I want to see. 1-1-2 all night long.
He's given up 2 rounds on Teddy's scorecard as we begin round number 4, but I think he's got a pretty bright future in this fight here, knowing that he's gotten to his man.
Yeah, he knows it, and maybe more importantly, his opponent knows that he's been hurt. and I can see it already. It's making him a little bit more tentative, so it's making his job a little easier.
I'm wondering what the opposing corner is going to do here. They got to their man earlier. They were able to rock him, and really nothing's changed. He's showing them the same exact look, the same exact style that he came here with.
Well, first of all, the opponent should keep doing what he's doing. You know, you're landing, you found something that's working, stay with it until he changes.
Well, I don't know if he's hip to the idea of becoming a counter puncher, but like big shot. How about that? He goes from being the victim to handing out the punishment. Well, not all knockdowns are created equal. I think the knockout victim here is actually pretty fine.
Yeah, that was a flash knockdown. You know, he went down, he got up right away. Now what he has to make sure he doesn't go past that flash point.
There you go.
Unable to land clean by Clubber.
Move in.
Fires off that hook. Well, that was his intention, and that's what he's doing. Not engaging in the fight, but clinching.
Keep working the body.
Well-timed, well-placed uppercut there. Oh, you see him with the left to the head there? End of this round. Alongside Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Now they got some work to do here. Their man was just dropped.
Yeah, the first thing is you put some cold water. You can't use that. You clear his head, and you tell him why he was dropped.
Where's your body, buddy? Hit the body. Keep your guard up, all right? You're not protecting.
I wonder if those 60 seconds were enough, Teddy. He was knocked down in that last round. Now he's right back out there.
That 60 seconds has been enough for fighters in his position before. This sport's been around way over 100 years. It's up to him to do the things he needs to do early on in this round.
That was not well targeted by Glover. He returns the favor with a right hand of his own. Good job snapping out that jab.
You know, if you're watching Muhammad Ali, you know you need a jab to move on the outside. But if you're coming forward, you need a jab, and there's proof of it.
Blocks away that headshot.
You're still not.
90 seconds to go here in this round. Parries that punch intended for the head. Great movement to get away from those punches. Well, we've seen the complete opposite, Teddy. We've seen fighters that when they've been knocked down, they become desperate, or they can... Clubbers hit by a right hand. It's big, big shot comes crashing home. This is going to take some guts to get up from this. Once again, he goes down. But able to get up to his feet. Teddy, what should he be thinking about now?
Well, right now, just surviving. But if he survives, then he better figure out why he was put on the floor.
Coming to the end of round number 5, last 10 seconds.
Side to side. Move your head. Don't let him breathe. He's hurt. Get him this round. Relax, relax. You're doing great. Keep the pressure on him. Keep on him. Carry it away and you catch him. Got that? It's gonna happen. You're gonna catch him. You're gonna catch him. Okay, listen. Body and hand. Double up on your body punches, then head.
So with the start of this round, we've reached the halfway point. Be interesting to see what we're in store for down the stretch of this fight. That's a solid right hand by Glover.
Keep your head moving.
Glover's showing that he's got some defense of his own. He got away from that punch.
Come on.
He is damaged badly there. He may hit the floor. He's having a much better round here. Earlier, we saw him being outworked, but right now, he's the one getting to work.
Yeah, well, you know, you go out to a restaurant, you have a half dozen half-shell clams, you might get a tummy ache. Well, he's been eating a lot of left hooks. I don't know if he has a tummy ache, but he figures right about now he wants to get rid of that indigestion. And the best way, start attacking.
See how he targets that hook? That's a big right hand there. Glover stunned by a big shot. Oh, a big shot comes home for him. Knocked down again. Unreal.
Now you gotta wonder what the corner's thinking. Are they gonna stop this?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It's over. This fight is over. Glover's unable to beat the count. Knockout loss for him. Boy, I tell you, I didn't see that coming, Teddy. But you know what? I'm glad it did. Look at the reaction he's getting here with that knockout.
You did.
glad you're with us. Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and we welcome you to the Metro Manila Arena. We're here in the Philippines. Our main event should be a good one tonight. 10 rounds of heavyweights. Each man comes into this fight supremely confident, expecting to deliver a W.
All right, fellas, let's have a good, clean fight. Touch him up and let's go.
All the talk, all the hype, now the fight. Round one, scheduled for 10. Good-looking uppercut that time. Good right hand by the Giant. He had his eyes set on the uppercut, but was unable to land it. Nice block by Mr. Showtime. Body shot lands. It was the right.
Keep those hands up.
And now he's targeting upstairs. Scoring with the right hand by the Giant. Halfway through this round. Good return fire that time. Good job staying away from the danger there. Good smooth work by Mr. Showtime. That's classic counterpunching.
Yeah, what he did was he pulled that right shoulder back. You know, he just pulled it back, gave him the left shoulder, and then gave him the right hand.
Boy, that worked out well with the uppercut. He gets off with a combination up top. That's a stinging right hand by the Giant. Took a shot, now he gives the left.
Okay, kickboxing, you're doing great. You're making it hard for him to hit you.
All we need is water up there, and that's it. You don't need that, no, throw that away.
Circling, don't stand in front of him. Don't look for just big punches, okay? Use your speed. Double up on your punches. I want to see those combos.
Here we go. Round two is underway. Up top with the right hand. Took a shot, now he gives a left. Nice block by the Giant. See, that's what you want from his left hand. That's exactly what it should be doing, that left hand by Mr. Showtime. Left to the body. Mr. Showtime's just punching air that time. His opponent was able to get out of the way. Oh, very nice. Smart counterpunch there.
Yeah, that's beautiful. You make the guy miss, you make him pay.
He got hit, but he sends it right back. And as we've seen early on here in these rounds, another power punch by the Giant.
Yeah, but the key here is what you just said, Joe. All punch. He's only throwing one at a time, and that has been what's keeping his opponent in this fight.
Oh, he just misses with that headshot. There's that overhand right. Took a shot, now he gives a left. Scored well up top.
You're still not moving enough.
Little head hunting never hurt, does it with the hook. And he's holding. Good flush shot by the Giant. Blocks one and then brings his own bazooka. Mr. Showtime's on the receiving end of a very good counterpunch. That's a big uppercut that just crashed home. End of this round. Joe and Teddy sitting ringside with you. It gives us time to reflect on the bigger picture of boxing. You know, it was interesting. We had a fan walk up to you earlier today and say, hey, I know you learned everything from the legendary Cus D'Amato, the great trainer. And he said to you, what's the one thing you took away from all your years with Cus? What did you say to him?
Well, it wasn't a paycheck, I'll tell you that much, because Cus didn't believe in paying you for that. He said you're going to college, you're getting a valuable education, and you're not even being forced to pay a tuition. So I understood that. We worked 7 days a week, so there was no union. Cus believed in working on Sundays, so you couldn't go complain and say I'm being overworked. But I think, seriously, that the most important thing that I learned, of course, that from a technical standpoint, you have to be really secure in those areas. No matter how much talent a fighter has, you have to teach them right, teach them the fundamentals, but mentally. You have to understand that a fighter's really always under fear. And you have to understand those dimensions, those parameters. And you have to be able to find a way to get in there, understanding how he feels mentally, and understanding how that can impair his judgment, stop him from doing simple physical things.
Great work offensively, landing that combination by Mr. Showtime. Scored well with that right hand to the body. He got all into that one. That was a solid uppercut. You can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there.
Nice, nice.
Able to get away from that headshot with the block. Goes up top with the right hand.
Move.
Needs to improve that accuracy. Missed with the headshot. Keeping his hands up, getting in way of his opponent's effort. That is a huge headshot after blocking his opponent. We count down the final moments of this round. The Giants now feeling the after effects of being rocked by a huge hook to the head.
You're doing good. Keep it up, all right? Very good. Very good.
You need to capitalize on his mistakes, okay? I want to see that counter hook.
As we start round number 4, it's clear to see that it's his precise punching that has earned him good grades on your scorecard, Teddy. With all that accuracy, clean, effective punching, he's up 3 rounds to zip.
Yeah, I'm starting to wonder if he went to medical school because he's been a surgeon tonight.
Scored well upstairs with the right hand. Well, his opponent is opening up and coming forward, so I would think there are some opportunities that exist.
Yeah, I think some counterpunching opportunities. Opportunities not on the front end, but on the back end.
Good step back counterpunch there. Well off the mark by Mr. Showtime.
Come on, kid, focus.
Oh, that uppercut got him badly. Oh, down he goes. He went down. hard to prepare for a situation like this, but many do. He's been down, now he's got to survive.
So that's where you're wrong. It's not hard to prepare, it's a must to prepare. If you're a trainer, that's what you do in the gym. You teach a guy, if you're in this situation, this is what you do. You grab on, you move your head, you survive.
Use the jab. Come on, kid, focus.
He comes with the straight right hand. Mr. Showtime's corner has to give him some advice here because that left hand has been scoring too consistently.
Exactly, Joe, and there's nothing else that he really has to worry about. Take that out of the equation, he'd be winning the fight.
You need to cover up more, okay? You're leaving yourself open too much. Cover up.
There you go.
You're doing fine. He's just beating you to punch, that's all. You need to throw more. If you're not punching, he is. Nice work. He can't handle your speed, it's too much for him.
New round underway here. He's hoping that it doesn't look like the last stanza where he was knocked down.
Well, this is a sport, a profession where hope is attached to something very tangible. You know, it's not just a notion. We hope. But it's attached to his jab. It's attached to his head movement. He has a good jab. He has...
Oh, that's gotta hurt. Up off the deck and now in control. He scores a knockdown of his own.
And he turned it around because when his opponent scored the knockdown, he got a little careless, a little lazy.
So he was knocked down there, but now he's giving you every indication that he's fresh and ready to go back after it.
Yeah, well, I think he's giving that to you because he is, as you said, just a quick knockdown. But right now, what he's got to be careful for is the same mistake again.
Mr. Showtime's looking for a way to get this fight back on course, a course that can get him a victory. This isn't it, just trying to counterpunch in these middle rounds.
No, this is not it. He's not thinking right. You know, it's one thing to say physically, technically, he needs to do that. But to do it, you have to be mentally clear. You have to be seeing the plan, seeing what you have to do, what you have to order your body to do. He's not seeing that right now.
He gives as well as he takes. You saw it on that exchange. With that headshot. Firing off the uppercuts. Great exchange.
You need to move your head more, okay? Side to side. Lean to the side. Boom. Counter.
There you go.
Nice work. He's hurt. I need you to jump on him in this round, all right?
I want you to bang the head and the body, all right? Upstairs, downstairs, over again.
And with the start of this round, the halfway point of this fight. He digs in with an uppercut after blocking that shot away. That worked out really well, throwing off the right hand after getting tagged like that. Mr. Showtime's in desperate need, Teddy, of a little bit of advice here. I mean, here we are in the middle rounds. He's a decent fighter. but these are not going his way, these middle rounds. What would you be giving him for advice?
Yeah, you're right. This is where the corner kind of earns their keep a little bit. I would tell him, remember what you are. You know, it looks like he's confused right now. You know, he's in no man's land. You know, he don't know if he's a guy who fights inside, a guy who fights outside. You know, just grab onto one thing.
He took a shot, but he gives one of his own. A left hand scores. A piercing jab by Mr. Showtime. And now we got a fight. He fires back a right hand of his own.
Jab, jab.
Took a shot, now he gives a left. Let's see if he can build on the momentum he just created for himself. That knockdown did a lot.
Yeah, well, he's an experienced guy, so he understands that he still can control things. Also, not only the experience, but the confidence that comes with experience. He knows this is over when he wants it to be over.
Relax, relax. You're doing well. You just need to pace yourself. Good, good. Nice work. Listen, I want you to go downstairs dinner.
Here we go. Action to start the 7th round. Mr. Showtime's now got to figure out a way to do exactly what he did in the last round here at the start of this round.
Yeah, and his opponent, hey, his opponent has to stay here. You seem to forget that sometimes, Joe. His opponent has to make sure that he doesn't do the same thing he did the last round.
Gets rid of that body shot. What an impact that left hand just made by him. And banging away he goes. Well, we know he survived earlier, but now he goes down for a second time.
One, two, three, four, five.
Down he goes, but he's going to continue on, beating the count. Dismisses his opponent's headshot.
Move your head.
Good work with the uppercuts. Nice job there. Nowhere close, that punch by the Giant. The Giant's head movement is really a factor in this fight. I mean, who would have thought it? Just one of the aspects of defense could be such a big key to this fight right now.
Yeah, it is, and his opponent right now is not making adjustments. Matter of fact, he's starting to drown himself because he's going more and more head hunting, and the more he does it, the more he misses, the more frustrated he gets, the more tired he gets. He needs to make a change downstairs to the place that's not moving, down to the body.
There it is! That was a big shot that put him, and it's a big shot that may end him right here.
That looked like the great pitcher, Great Maddox, his sinker ball. Boy, it went down quick.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
The ref is stopping this fight. The Giant smashed, and he can't get up. Unable to beat the count. Teddy, it wasn't long ago we looked at your scorecard and he was trailing in this fight. Now, he's sitting there with his arm raised with a knockout victory.
Well, that's the benefit of those body punches early on. It paid off, got him to drop his hands, stop moving his head a little bit, and he got the knockout just when he needed it.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Thanks for being with us ringside. Hi, everybody. I'm Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas. Good evening and welcome to the famed New York Arena here in Midtown Manhattan for tonight's main event. 10 rounds of heavyweight action. This should be a good one tonight. Both fighters say they are primed, coming off a very intense and passionate training camp. Real Deal's had this experience so many times, and success has always come on the back end of these ring walks. It's his focus at this moment that delivers it. Mike Tyson showing you that intensity that so many of the very best will display during a ring walk. Totally focused. Scheduled to go. Full 10 if we get that far. Round one underway. Not able to land the uppercut. Teddy, obviously we have a matchup that the fans love, power puncher versus power puncher, but if you're one of the two trainers, what are you thinking?
Well, I'm thinking about defense. If I can be a little bit better on defense, my power's not going away. I'm still going to be okay in that area.
You see what happens when he commits to the uppercut. Look at that. Great work there. And now they're trading blows. Real Deal is impressing the judges and himself with that right hand. Solid hook upstairs. Good job. It was sudden, it was fast, it was direct by Mike Tyson. Trying to go downstairs, but off target.
Keep your head moving.
Mike Tyson's right hand scores well that time. An accurate left by Mike Tyson. Tyson's absorbing a hook. If there was a baseball umpire around, he'd call that a strikeout by Mike Tyson. Precision work with the left hand by Real Deal. Tyson's got to be feeling the sting of that big, powerful hook. Takes one to give one. He comes back with a right hand. Incredible jab by Mike Tyson. They're not exactly getting to know each other. They're just beating the hell out of each other early on here.
Yeah, Joe, if this keeps up, they're both going to have headaches, and we're going to have one of the great fights to talk about.
That right hand over the top lands flush. Well, you tell me. You know what both of these guys bring to the table. You see them in front of you. This fight's going to go the distance?
No, I think it's kind of like walking outside your house and you see those dark storm clouds. You know it's going to rain. It's going to rain.
is underway. A little head hunting with the right. Now he ties up there. Mike Tyson with a big uppercut.
Huge jab.
Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark. Huge uppercut by Tyson. That is a big right hand after eating one himself. Good biting, snapping shot by Real Deal. Doubling up the jab now.
Keep doing what you're doing.
Halfway through round number 2. Unable to connect by Mike Tyson. Teddy, it seems like with Mike, there's such a commitment to that upper body movement.
Yeah, you know, without that, he's not Mike Tyson. That's what separates him. It's good you brought that up. We've had guys like Ernie Shavers, Big Cat, Cleveland Williams. I mean, they were big guys. They could punch maybe as hard as Tyson. They didn't win a world title. Tyson's vehicle to really get there, to get to the finish line, to the world title, was his upper body movement. He'd make you miss, and he would create opportunities for those powerful shots.
Nice block by Real Deal. Off to the side, a little swing and a miss going upstairs. And we come to the end of the round, and he really got to his opponent that time, Teddy. He stunned him.
Oh, he stunned him. He's hearing a little tweeting going on, a little singing from the birds in his head.
Just keep it up, all right? Nice work.
You don't need that. No, throw that away.
Real Deal's off to a fresh start right now. That last round, he was really shook up, but he looks to be steady on his feet here. Tried the hook, didn't get it. He brings an uppercut that really does damage there.
Good job, buddy.
Use the ring. Use the ring. Still not moving enough. Move.
Look at that. The hook came home with ease. He just missed that shot up top. Good job with the left hand. It was sudden, it was fast, it was direct by Mike Tyson. Real Deal's showing you what it takes to be the best in this business. Good, crisp combos. Covers up nicely, gets rid of his opponent's body shot. Iron Mike with a big uppercut. Tyson's defense did a good job there, able to avoid that punch. And you can see he wanted to do that as he holds on there. There he is zoning in, the old 1-2.
He's tired.
Return to sender. He gives him back one of his own. Just 10 seconds to go in this round. Solid straight right hand. Tyson able to land a big shot.
You gotta give me the double jab. You're not giving me the double jab. You're only giving me one jab.
Real Deal's ahead on Teddy's scorecard as we take a peek at those scores for the first time here today. Round number 4 just underway. After 3 rounds, he finds himself up just a round, but nothing really to pull away early on. Do you see any way in which he can take his opponent's aggression and turn it against him?
Yeah, the perfect way. I mean, boxing 101, counterpunching. You got a guy coming at you, no better way than to change his mind. Make him miss, make him pay.
To the belt line he goes with a left hand. A crushing two-punch combo by Real Deal.
Nice!
Just like that.
Real Deal's fighting real smart here on the outside. He's showing what a skilled fighter he is with this counterpunching. Halfway through round number 4. Not much action as he just ties up. Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand. A target on his head, and he places the hook right on it. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. Unable to make an impact there by Real Deal. Targeting a left hand to the body. Combination to the head. Big left hand from Iron Mike. Tyson's doing a poor job. There's no other way to really say it. I mean, he's sitting there trying to stay committed to being a counterpuncher. But in the meantime, the fight is getting away from him in a big way.
Yeah, he needs a plan B right now. You know, he came in with plan A, Joe, but plan B is what he needs. He has to find another way to create offense. He's not going to be able to do it countering on the back end.
End of the round of what has been a very close and highly competitive fight. Teddy, how do you see this right now?
I see it almost dead even, and I see whoever finishes the rounds, because in these kind of tight rounds, if you finish up good, the judges remember that.
Lands flush with the two-punch combo by Real Deal. He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect.
Keep your head moving!
Right hand crashes home. He never saw it coming. He should tie up. Mike Tyson's right hand did a nice job that time. That worked well for him. Still plenty of time to work here in round number 5. Minute and a half to go. He scored well after being hit himself. Real Deal is going about his business just the way you want to see him do it. He's just boxing smart throughout this fight here in these middle rounds.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if you're a guitar player, keep strumming that nice melody with the guitar. Don't try to play the drums. You know, don't hit those cymbals. You know, just keep pulling those strings. He's pulling those strings beautifully.
Good effective work with that straight right hand. Took a shot, now he gives a left. 10 seconds remaining in this round. This has been a very entertaining fight. A little time to reflect here at the end of this round. My thoughts being this: I would really be surprised if we go to a decision here. It just has that kind of feel to it.
Yeah, it has a feel to me like going to one of those places where you can eat all the pasta you can for one price, you know? And some guys get carried away. They eat about 5 bowls. Well, these guys, they're going to have a stomachache at the end. Somebody is going to wind up not standing at the end.
You gotta make it a fight now. You can't just move around. You gotta move.
We are underway for what is the second half of this fight. Who knows what we're in store for? Not what he was looking for. That's a miss right there by Real Deal. His opponent wanted the body. He wouldn't give it to him. Really frustrating his opponent now. Real Deal is so defensively sound, it doesn't make for an easy target. On the receiving end of a big and accurate hook that wasted no time. Real Deal, so big shot he just scored with. You know, when you bully the bully, you can do that right there. Tyson floored by the power punch. people point to the downfall of Mike Tyson, but few remember how he would get up off the canvas time and time again in some of those toughest fights. Scores up top with a left. Reaching the halfway point of round number 6. Targeting that midsection now with the combo. There's the uppercut, one of my favorite punches, and it works that time for him.
Uppercut!
Takes one, gives one. The right hand scores well. And he ties up on the inside. Couldn't hit the elusive target with that straight right. Tyson's lack of defense, especially when it comes with just getting away from that right hand, is really costing him a lot here.
Well, it's pretty simple. The old timers would say, move your head, otherwise your opponent will move it for you.
Working our way towards the bell. Last 10 seconds of the 6th. Not hitting his mark there, going upstairs. Well, you can mark down another round for him there with his precise, accurate punching. What does his opponent have to do?
He has to feint a little bit. Feinting is to kryptonite to time it. It throws it off. You know, you feint and you're going to throw something, you don't throw it. And then he makes a move, then you throw it. Feinting. That's the key.
And yet another big shot comes in. Can he get up from this? He's done it before, but can he get up from a second time down? Tyson's back up, but is he back in the fight?
We're going to find out in a second whether or not he moves his head. Now, if he just stands there straight,
Solid. Can he beat the count? I don't think so here, Teddy.
now I know where they got that saying, falling like a sack of potatoes.
It's over. The fight is over. Tyson's a knockout victim. He couldn't beat the count. Now that's how you end a fight right there. Yes, he was controlling throughout, but he made a good, clean finish with the knockout.
Yeah, as a trainer, you want to know, can a guy punch? Can a guy defend? You know, can a guy control distance? But you want to know, can a guy finish?
MGM Grand here on the Vegas Strip in beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada for tonight's main event. 10 rounds in the light heavyweight division. A lot of talk heading into tonight's matchup. Everybody expecting this to be a great night of action. Roy Jones Jr. is on his way to the ring. You can see it in his eyes. You just know he's got that feeling tonight. Ring walks have been known as circus spectaculars, but yet, with all that, to him, it's a moment of extreme attention. Opening 3 minutes of this 10-round fight. Teddy, what do you think we're going to see out of Jones?
I think you're going to see what you always see. You know, you're going to see a guy that breaks the rule book as far as the way you're supposed to go about technically approaching pugilism. But I think you're going to see speed, you're going to see power, great reflexes, great sense of anticipation, and you're going to see a little...
Just ate a big uppercut. He's in bad shape. Roy Jones Jr. is trying to survive this. He is taking a beating right now. That one good shot came in and rocked him.
And that's the problem with his defense right now. You know, he's trying to block those shots. You can't block 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shots at a time. They get through.
Really good work right there, landing the 2 punches in sequence by Roy Jones. Little head knocking with that right hand. And Roy blocks that punch. Halfway through this round here. Another flush shot lands upstairs. Tonight, Jones is up against a guy who can do a little bit of everything, and will try to show him some traditional boxing skill set to go along with a touch of power.
Yeah, but you have a guy in front of him who anything traditional doesn't work really with Jones, because he's anything but traditional, and he makes everything backwards. So it works with traditional, but it doesn't work with a guy as quirky as Jones.
Jones has got a way of just getting away from that punch. He snaps a jab. Here's a moment here as you see the step-back counter punch where you realize this is the sweet science, not just some raw savagery swinging out there.
Look at the little subtleties here, Joe. What he does is he forces them into a position to stop the punch. And then when he stops, steps back, makes a miss, and comes right back.
He takes a shot and then commits to giving one right back. There's that southpaw jab in the left hand. Fires right back at him. Not able to land the headshot. And you see he turned defense into offense, comes back with the counterpunch.
And that's exactly what he brings to the game. He makes you miss, he makes you pay. And he makes you think twice about throwing a punch later on.
Protecting his head well with his guard. Blocking that punch. Very good defense by Roy Jones. Roy Jones Jr. is out there just waiting on a counterpunch, isn't he?
Yeah, well, first of all, why is he? Because he knows if he walks in, he's going to get caught. So what he wants to do is, he knows there's basically a guard at that door. He's trying to get that guard to get out of there so he could go through that door.
Wide shots that aren't sharp or targeted. That has been his problem tonight. Another flush shot to the head. targeting a left hand down low. Right to the head with that right. And a good solid 1-2 combo by Roy Jones. Roy Jones Jr. with a left. Roy Jones Jr. is resting up after a round in where he was so very accurate. And Teddy, if you want to have one single quality out there as an offensive fighter, accuracy is among the ones you want to have.
Yeah, and to be accurate, that means you have to be calm. And you have to be smart, that you know that you're putting the punches in certain specific places for a reason. And boxing is not just about the strongest guys. It's supposed to be, and it usually is, about the smartest guys.
Well-timed counter shot, the overhand right after the block punch. He clinches when he gets to the inside. Nicely timed 1-2. Jones is keeping his guard up very, very well. Teddy, does it help to have the speed that he has?
Sure. Anytime you have speed and you can put it into the equation where whatever you're doing, it has to be technically right, but now you put speed, you're doing it even better. You're doing it at a higher level.
That's a well-scored left hand by Roy Jones. Jones is at his best when the combinations are landing. He scored well there with that combo. Zones in on that overhand right. Now there's the hook by Roy Jones Jr., and he does it superbly. Good fundamental work, landing the 1-2 there.
Let's see some more head movement.
Oh, he just misses with that headshot.
Give me the double jab. You're not giving me the double jab. You only giving me one jab at a time, okay? You got that? You're only giving me one jab at a time.
You gotta land a big punch now. No doubt about it. You are losing this fight. You need to throw and land a big shot. Look at me. Knock this motherfucker out. Need to cover up.
Start of round number 4. Jones's accuracy has really carried this fight so far. He's up 3 rounds to zip on your scorecard.
Yeah, and again, it's because of what you just touched on. He's been a sharpshooter all night long.
The jab has been able to carry the night for him so far. Why so, Teddy?
Well, first of all,
Did you see that? That shot crashes in, and now he crashes to the canvas.
you get lazy with your jab, you get sent to the canvas.
He went down from a big shot. Now he's got to have some big guts to move along.
You're going to find out exactly what he's made of.
The combo lands upstairs.
Come on, side to side.
And now he scores with that left to the body. And coming upon the halfway mark of this 3-minute round. As if the right hand wasn't enough, How about that accurate left hook he just landed to the midsection? Scores big with the hook to the head. Teddy, there are opportunities that are here for him, aren't there?
Yeah, counterpunch opportunities, because he's got an opponent who's walking in a little bit. Now he has a chance to start to chuck something back at him a little.
Comes right back at him with a left hand. Fourth round now with its last 10 seconds.
It's all right.
And that's what fighters do. Pulls the trigger right away after taking one. And the round comes to an end. We did have a knockdown in that round. Now, Teddy, if you're in the corner where your man was down on the floor, what are you telling him?
Well, the first thing I do is I sit him down, I get water on the back of his neck. You know, I bring him to a sense, I make sure that he's clear and everything, and then I tell him why he got his backside put on that canvas so he can correct it, and he doesn't go out there and get caught again with the same punch.
He's got to find a way to get through the early goings here of this round. Remember last round, he went down. He was on the canvas.
Now, look, he wants to tie his opponent up. That's the best way to get through it right now. But what he doesn't want to do, Joe, is to reach in there, you know, reach out to grab his guy, and then he leaves himself open. He's got to make sure that his opponent's close enough where he goes to grab him, he's not exposing himself to get dropped again.
Teddy, he did a smart thing right there. Just create. Now the question changes. It's no longer, what a big shot. What a turn of events. What a turnaround. He scores his own knockdown after being knocked down earlier.
And that's where scoring a knockdown hurts you sometimes, because now you think he's just going to walk in and get it again. Well, he walked in, he did get it. He got it.
Listen, Roy Jones Jr. told us all week long, he's not going away this easy. He beats the count. Halfway into round number 5 here. Jones is showing us that defense is also very much part of his game.
Yeah, it is. Not only to avoid punches, but actually to even set up offense. You know, it makes you miss.
Big shot there. He goes down thanks to a swarming attack. He got caught up in a mixer blade there. Jr.'s opponent is floored. A knockout victory. Boy, was that impressive. That's what you want to see, a guy who can close the show and finish with style. He ends up a knockout victor tonight.
And that's what his trainer wanted. His trainer was even telling him, step it up a little bit, because he knew this was possible, and they got it.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Have yourself a great night.